Okay, for a second, I had to make sure that um, the camera didn't take a picture because I just did the picture action. Anyway, 3 days in a row of the vlog. There's there's some behind the scenes action today. We'll see if it comes out or not. I'm only 40 minutes late this time. I'm setting an alarm for 10 o'clock and it's 22:40 now. So I'm getting better. Today I also said that I was starting Vyvanse. So that's dope. I have that going on, and we'll see how the change in attitude and behavior is. I already know that, like, I just feel completely different than I did yesterday. It's like there's no like up and down. It's been stable and steady, and that I can work with. Having something that's consistent is better than having something that, even if I was just, like the waters were super clear on the other stuff, they're only clear for, a very small amount of time. So even if they're kind of murky, I'd rather consistent and that type of visibility than fading in between muddied waters and clear waters. Today we didn't really do anything. It was more of just a very slow week to this week and very slow day today. We did this thing called agile, which is basically it's more of just like an organic way of viewing web development. It's not contract based. It's not like rules based. It's more of like listening to listening to your listening to your customer and just going from there. It's just kind of more of I guess was perfected by Toyota. It's more of a dynamic way of building your business. We also learned, we went through some app ideas with Peter, built them up, and then burned them down with like some partners. Whole bunch of good app ideas. One of the things to take away from that is every idea can be bad. Every idea can be great. You have to throw it out there to other people. Kill your babies is a really good step in the process, even though the name is fucking terrible. That's just kind of how it is. I mean, you can't be attached to every idea, but people can have some obviously better insight than you. Everybody has different opinions, and it's funny how, like one train of thought is build something. Everyone thinks of a different way to get there. Let's see. I'm not going to fuck with JavaScript. I'm going to do just this API stuff for the Q1 that gets released tomorrow. I'm kind of stressed out about it. I'm kind of not stressed out about it. I don't know how we're going to have a week to work on this. I mean, 40 hours is a long time to just build an API. I mean, I can fucking build an API right now. So my thought process is to have a few really good databases. And if at the end of the day, I just build a word of the day calendar that looks really good, then that's fine. Ideally, I want to have a personal website that has holidays, a few articles that are relevant to me, a sports tracker, maybe a background display, a few things pulled from Reddit that are cool. And those are all workable APIs. That's going to be my goal. That might change. We'll see. As far as Friday comes. Went out with Courtney tonight. She is actually here, believe it or not. She is hidden, but she is here. Some other stuff about school. Isabella is having a really rough time, and Lee, they're worried about getting jobs, and I just kind of go back and forth on that. I don't know if I'm being naive or they're being overly sensitive, but I just kind of take the system for what it is, trust the process. I'm definitely not the smartest one in the class, and I mean even if I was the dumbest, I just feel like you have to understand that everyone is going through the same shit. We're all in the same fucking pool. And sure, every now and then people have floaties. It seems like they have rafts and they're doing better than you. But in reality, everyone has a skewed perception of everybody else. You have to realize that you just got to take baby steps and take it, a time at a time. When we did the warm up the other day and I was totally lost, I realized that the fact that I was able to break it down and assess the problem and actually attack it, instead of just being, overwhelmed and shut down by it, which is kind of how Lee and Isabella were. I was like, well, I'm going to do something. They just kind of shut down. You can't do that. You can't get down on yourself. You can't give up. You just have to keep going. Lee was today he was like, yeah, man. He's like, you're just super driven. And I'm like, I don't know like in my head, I was thinking to myself, like, why would you fucking not be here if you aren't driven? Like, I don't know. So hopefully, like, they get that sorted out. I don't want anyone in the cohort to just disappear. I know it's hard for everyone, and everyone has different, different things they're going through. But I don't know, just it's rough to see, people express that. So I try to say, like, like, I feel bad about things too, but I'm not sure if they really believe me. Everyone thinks like Nick's doing well and that I'm doing well. In reality, it's just as fucking scary for me as it is for them. When I was outside talking to Derek and Molly and Lena today, everyone's talking about like how nervous they are to public speak, and they're like, well, you on first day, like, you seem like you were good to go. And I was like, nah, dog, like, every time I fucking open my mouth, I'm terrified. Like, I just pretend to be something that I'm not, and you just fake it till you make it. Like, every time I ask a question in class, every time I open my fucking mouth, like, I get like these nerves. When I was up there doing the names, I'm pretty sure my legs started shaking. So I don't know. You just have to realize that everyone's in the same boat as you, and get comfortable with being uncomfortable. There's not really that much going on, not much really to say. We didn't learn too much. I'm pretty just stoked on the APIs for tomorrow. Fucking Goof Troop's out of town for the weekend in Vegas. I should have basically unlimited time tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday to work on it. So I will do a vlog, probably like a day vlog on Saturday, to update my progress and give some input on how it's going. I mean, this time next week, either expect my hair to be gray, or me to be super fucking stoked. That'll be St. Patrick's Day. Courtney will be moved in. Just a lot will be different in 7 days. So, we'll see if we make it. Hopefully I keep the streak alive. This is 3 days in a row. Got to cut a little short tonight because A, Courtney's here, and B, there's really nothing else to say. So, check out this mustache though. It's pretty dope. But that's really it. I will talk to you later.